All right, everybody, welcome. Today it's always a very enjoyable day when you're able to introduce a new person to Culver-Stockton College. A couple of people I'd like to thank here, President Kelly Thompson and Chairman of the Board Ron Leftwich are here today, so we really appreciate that. It's not my day, so I'll be fairly brief. I just want to thank our advisory committee. Had an advisory committee that helps analyze all the candidates, and a variety of people also that assist in this process. The candidates go through a pretty arduous interview where they meet several people on campus, people from the community, and just to get a good read, because it's always nice to have different people give their impression of a candidate. So after going through this process, we feel very blessed to find a young man that we think is definitely ready to be our head coach, which was a key to what we were looking for in this process. We wanted somebody that was ready to be Culver-Stockton's head men's basketball coach. We found that young man. He's at the point of his career where he's ready to take on this challenge, and the bonus is he has some knowledge of this wonderful community and this college. So at this point, again, it's his day. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our head men's basketball coach, Aaron Hill. Aaron.
Well, I'm excited to be home, and thanks for everybody for coming out, taking the time to be a part of this day, and just got a couple thank yous that I'd like to give. Obviously, Athletic Director Pat Atwell, thanks for your belief in me and trusting me, and have really enjoyed these last couple weeks getting to know you better. Obviously, we knew each other a little back through the years, but it's been really fun, and I'm really excited to share your vision for what our men's basketball program can be. President Thompson, thanks so much. I really enjoyed getting to spend time with you while I was here just a week and a half ago, and love your vision for the college, and I'm really excited to share in that and partner with you and do everything I can to help. As Pat mentioned, thanks to everybody who was involved in the process. It was a lot of fun coming home and being here with my wife, and it was tangible. She actually brought it up before I did to her, that people were excited that we were here. So I really appreciate everybody that was involved in that process, and that day and a half that we were here was really special, and we're excited to be here permanently. Thanks so much. There have been several people who have reached out from the Culver community, and that's been really special. Obviously my dad coaching here, and there's been players that have slowly caught wind, alums that I might be coming back, and it's been special to hear from them. I was tiny when they were playing, and some of them were probably hard on me. Others of them were a lot of fun to be around. But it's been special hearing from them, and look forward to sharing this program with them. Would also like to thank the coaches that have helped develop me all the way through my playing days. Coach Anderson, thanks for being here. Thanks for always holding me accountable and challenging us to be better every single day. And would like to give a special thanks to Jay Havens, who I've gotten to learn a tremendous amount from the last 4 years in Ada, Oklahoma at East Central University. Learned more probably about the game and leadership and growing young men from him in the last 4 years than probably anybody other than my dad. So it's been a really special 4 years there. It'll be really hard to leave there because of the great relationships that we've developed there. I'd like to give a thank you too to the players that have trusted me and hope to hit the ground running and develop relationships with players here too. See several of you in the room. Thanks for sharing this day. As a coach, you're nothing without good players and guys who will trust you and will be coachable and will work hard every single day. So thank you to all the young men who have helped me along the way. Thank you to my parents who are here, my grandparents, and all of my family for being really supportive and letting me chase the crazy dream that's coaching. So there's a lot of ups and downs with it, but thank you to you guys for always being really supportive. Thanks to my wife, Andrea, and my little son, Noah. He's running circles back home right now, but they'll be up here real soon, probably next week. And then just, without her supporting me through coaching and partnering with me and pouring into young men, it'd be impossible. So special thank you to her. And then lastly, I'm just really fortunate and blessed to be a part of, I think, a bigger plan that's well beyond anything that I can control. I believe that God has me here for a reason, and all the steps through my coaching journey, nothing's ever happened that I maybe had really thought I could control. It's always been something that I feel like I was called to be there and to serve and to help young men, the people around me. This is obviously a really special place. I mean, literally, I said it's exciting to be home. I'm not a great golfer, but I think I could hit a couple golf shots and hit my old house from here. And then probably my second home was the field house right behind us. So literally is home. So excited. This is a special place, a special college. It means a lot to us, and obviously, as you can tell just by stepping on campus, it's headed in a great direction, and it's a special time to be here. Love the community. Obviously, being a Tiger growing up and a Wildcat, it meant a lot. And then we've got so many friends from all around the area, family in Quincy, and family that may not even be Hill by last name over there, but people who care deeply about my wife and I and our son and our family to be. And love the basketball that's here too. I think it's a great opportunity, not only here on campus, but the community, beyond that, the tri-state area, the heart of America, the conference as a whole, in a really good place, and I'm excited to be a part of that. Can't wait. It'll seem like a while as a coach, and every day will be a challenge, but can't wait for next season to get here already. As a coach, if you end one season, all you can wait for is the next opportunity to go compete. So can't wait for that moment to get here. Just a little bit about the program that we hope to develop and the values that we'll believe in. Kind of goals for a program. They may be a little different than traditional goals, but my goal is, number one, to create moments for young men. Hopefully championship moments, honestly, and beyond that too. But there's going to be a lot of shared moments in locker rooms, hopefully achieving at a really high level. There's nothing better than sweaty hugs after a game, celebrating, because you pour so much into it. Hopefully another goal will be to create futures, and would love for every single one of our seniors to get their degree and leave here with something much bigger than the game. The game can be a great tool and vehicle towards life change, and love that I can partner with that and hopefully use a common thread of basketball and being competitors to help change and impact young men's lives forever. Just kind of some thoughts, and I shared them with the team when I got a chance to talk to them when I was here a week and a half ago. Winning matters. As a competitor, I want to win every single opportunity that I get to compete. And I say that, and I don't just mean wins and losses at the end of the day too. I believe that it's a pattern of winning over time in the habits that you develop. We want to win in the community as people and citizens. We want to win in the classroom, every day doing whatever you can to reach your potential. We want to win as competitors on the court. That's really important too. I believe the great way to reach and connect with young men, because they care so deeply about the game, is to be competitive at the highest level. And then we want them to be, my word I had written down was Cats Forever. So Wildcats Forever, that we can impact the rest of their lives in a winning pattern that will allow them to be ready for anything they face after their time here. How we'll win and the culture that we'll develop, there's three things that have really honestly over the past year or so that have resonated with me. Winning today, so controlling the controllables by working hard, your attitude, your effort, your focus. Winning tough, being mentally and physically tough, because life's going to throw a lot of adversity at you, let alone between the lines. And then winning together, and that's really hard to do. I was fortunate this last week at the coaches convention in San Antonio to hear Coach Popovich speak, one of the greatest of all time. And he mentioned that they really try and target people who have gotten over themselves. Because the secret about basketball is oftentimes it's not about basketball at all. It's about chemistry and culture and a togetherness that hopefully we can build and encourage every single day and care more about the guy next to us than we do about ourselves. The style of play that I picture would be to be a team that plays fast, plays fearless and in the moment, and plays, just like I mentioned, in culture for the person next to them. The model of leadership that I hope to bring as well would be really twofold. I actually have them on my dry erase board in Oklahoma. Once I get in the office here, I'll have to get them up on my wall, but that's to have action in my leadership so that the players and people around know that I genuinely care and I'll do whatever I can for them. We've always told our young men in recruiting that it's the only time in your life where you're going to have a staff of people dedicated towards helping you reach your potential. And then not only action, but accountability and holding people to the highest standard possible. Clemson football uses the mantra, best is our standard. And I hope to exhibit that same type of leadership and hold people accountable to really high standards, so that hopefully, in turn, we can be a culture and a team and a program that models what other people want to be. And more than anything, that starts with people. And I said some thank yous earlier, but I do believe that there's great people already here, both in the locker room and on campus, really excited in the vision for the men's basketball program and the college as a whole. So blessed to be able to partner in that. Coach Hobbs, excited to work with him. Fortunate, really fortunate. Got to spend some time with him a week and a half ago and get to know him some and talk to him over the last week. And a hard worker who I think he's going to be a relentless recruiter. And obviously, I could tell it in just the small amount of time that I got to be here, has a great relationship with our returning young men. And those young men, I think, are talented. I do think they're very talented. And I can't wait to coach them and just share each day with them. And then the next piece of that puzzle will be going out and finding young men who fit. We talked earlier, but the most important people as you end one season and go to the next are the young men that are already in your locker room, and player development and personal development and growth and continuing to build culture. And then the next most important group of people in forming a team and a program are the young men that you're going to invite to be a part of it. So we'll obviously hit the ground running, and I know Coach Hobbs has already been recruiting, and we're excited to get to know some young men here, hopefully get them on campus and find some future Wildcats that you'll be really proud of and enjoy cheering for. But thank you again. Really excited to be here. Really, really excited to be here. And it's kind of one of those things, each day that went by as this day neared, it got more and more special and anticipated it more and more. So it's finally here, and I can't wait. So I think there's bright things ahead, and great to see all of you here today too. Thank you for coming.
Are there any public questions for Aaron? He'll obviously be available for all of you to privately interview afterwards, but any questions from the media or anybody? All right, Aaron, thank you. And we'll both be available for interviews afterwards. We have some players here as well, so the media, the floor is yours. Thank you. Great.